Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is the next chapter of Pool. This is chapter 89, but technically it's the epilogue. As I explained in the ending of the chapter before, this is a time skip, 2-year time skip, so you'll get to see how you and Aizawa are doing 2 years down the track. I can't believe we're back here again, you said to Aizawa as you cupped a hand under your decently sized pregnancy bump, waddling into the same hotel that you and Aizawa had stayed in during that teachers' conference roughly 3 years ago. Full circle, he commented as he carried both your bags in and placed them down at the reception desk. Good evening and welcome, the receptionist greeted pleasantly. Do you have a reservation? Mr. and Mrs. Aizawa, Aizawa stated in his full voice. She nodded and looked down her list, then reached back for the room key. I have room 69 free for you, she said with a smile as she passed him the key. You're joking, you chuckled softly. No way. You took the key from him and read the number. Well, I'll be damned, you said again. This is the exact same room as the last time. The receptionist didn't really know what was going on, but smiled anyway, and then gave you directions to the lift and wished you a good evening. This is so weird, you chuckled again, staying in the same room as you had stayed in the last time. Aizawa nodded, focusing on the bags as he dragged and carried them to the lift. You both stopped at the metal doors, watching the numbers click down to your level as you waited for the lift to arrive. While you stood there, you rubbed your lower back a bit. The plane seat hadn't been that comfortable, and you were starting to feel a little strained. Are you okay? Does your back hurt? I can carry you to the room, Aizawa said quickly, seeing you in a bit of discomfort. No, oh gosh, I can walk, I'm fine. How would you carry me and the bags anyway? You've seen me do it before. I have no issues carrying multiple items at once. Oh, okay. Yes, I know, you said, looking away to hide the look on your face as you remembered one particular incident, when you weren't pregnant, where he had picked you up and hung you backwards with his head buried between your thighs. He's almost unnaturally strong, you thought to yourself. The lift doors chimed open, and Aizawa gestured for you to enter first, then stepped in behind you and pressed the floor number. The doors closed, and then you were on your way again. Wearily you leaned back against the walls of the elevator and sighed, holding under your belly still. As you closed your eyes, you felt a shadow fall across you, and you quickly opened your eyes to see what had happened. Aizawa had his hand pressed against the wall beside your head and was peering at you, one lock of his messy hair hanging over his face while the rest was haphazardly tied back. Even after a long day of travel, you still look beautiful, he commented casually, and your heart played the bongo drums on your unborn baby's little bottom. You gave him a wobbly smile, caught off guard by his compliment, and he smirked and then stepped back and picked up the bags again just as the lift arrived at the destined floor. Oh, that reminds me, you said to him as you walked the hallway to room 69. I need to call Granny and, first of all, let her know that we got here safely, and second of all, check on our baby. Aizawa nodded and pulled the key from his pocket as you both neared room 69. You connect to the hotel Wi-Fi and call her. I'm going to put the bags down and unpack some things. Roger that, you said as you let yourself into the room and turned the lights on. You inhaled the scent of the freshly cleaned room and grinned around when you saw it was arranged exactly the same way as the first time that you had the back and forth conversation with him there in the dark. Smiling to yourself, you walked over to the bedside and picked up the card there, punching in the free Wi-Fi code, then sitting down on the bed and FaceTiming Granny. Oh, I hope he's behaving for her, you commented to Aizawa as he put the bags down on the other side of the bed. Grams picked up within 3 rings, and you called a cheery greeting as a close-up of her face appeared on the screen of your phone. Hi, Grams, we made it, you said brightly. Ah, she replied, a close-up of one nostril and one eye showing clearly to you. How's Kuji? You asked. Is he behaving for you? Ah, yes, he's behaving. Well, he stole some of my breakfast today and pooped on the back step, but he's only a little tyke, so I'll forgive him, she said with a chuckle. Oh, Grams, I'm so sorry, you chuckled. Did you make sure to clean out his litter box? He doesn't like it if there's already a poop in there. Maybe there's one in his box and that's why he went to the toilet on the back step. Oh, she said with concern. I'll have to check. Now just give me 1 second. Hold on a moment. These legs aren't as young as they used to be. You could see flashes of her forehead and heavy breathing as she wandered off down the hall to the laundry to check in the litter box, and to her surprise, there was a poop in there. "Well, I'll be," she exclaimed. "Fancy that. I'll clean that right away so we don't have any more accidents." You chuckled. "Sorry about him pooping on your step, Gran. I'll buy you an extra bingo ticket when we get back." "Oh, never you mind about that. He's a sweet little thing," she chuckled, turning and walking back to the lounge. "Speak of the devil. Could ye come here, you little bundle? Come and see Mummy and Daddy." The camera was suddenly thrust into the face of your little black and white kitten, and the purring nearly stole your heart through the phone. "Oh, hi, baby," you cooed. "Are you bingle for grams? No pooping on the step, okay? Mummy loves you." Immediately, Aizawa was behind you, looking over your shoulder to see his little kitten on screen. "Say hi to Daddy, could ye?" The little kitten meowed softly, and you had to stop yourself from squealing with love. "I'd bring Shinko out here to say hello," Granny suddenly interjected, the camera switching around and focusing on the mole on her neck. "But he's having his afternoon nap. You certainly didn't want to wait between babies, that's for sure," she chuckled. "Your dear little boy is only 11 months old." "I know," you chuckled, giving Aizawa a glance over your shoulder. Someone wanted 2 kids, close in age. Aizawa slipped his hand around your side and placed it on your belly, gently stroking it while he planted a kiss on the back of your neck. "It's good though, they'll grow up together," Grams said. "Well, Yindy, I hate to cut it short, but Kuji wants lunch, and so do I, so I'll call you when it gets to your tomorrow." "Okay, Gran. We're going to head to bed soon. Thank you so much again for babysitting and pet sitting." "It's a pleasure, love. Have a wonderful conference and say hello to Shota for me." "Thank you, Mrs. Grams," Aizawa said from behind you. "I appreciate your help." "Oh, Shota, you're there. Heavens, I can't see you on this blessed thing," she said, the camera catching glimpses of her feet, the houseplant, and the wiggling tail of Kuji. "We'll call again," you chuckled. "Have a nice lunch, Granny." "Thank you. Love, kisses and hugs." "Bye, Gran." You smiled as you hung up, and then looked back at Aizawa, who was still behind you. Old people are shocking with FaceTime. They never get their face in the picture. Aizawa huffed with amusement, then flopped sideways onto the bed, and you lay down too, backing back into him. "Look how far we've come," you whispered, interlacing your fingers with his as he wrapped his hand under your belly gently. "I told you I'd never let you go," he said in his deep voice. "You are my everything. And with our little boy and another baby on the way, my world is complete." He gently nuzzled into your neck and you smiled softly. "I love you," you whispered. "I've always loved you," came his raspy, sleepy reply, his breathing deepening as he drifted off to sleep with you in his arms. And that is the end of Pool, the literal end. Finito. Curtains have drawn, finished. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be posting the completed book of Pool later today once it's all uploaded. So if you do see that pop up, it's the completed book. It will be in the completed books playlist. It's not another chapter. I know I've done that a few times and everyone's been like, "Oh, new chapter," and then it's the completed book. So yeah, so those who haven't read the book, listen to the book, it will be up in the completed books. So you're welcome to binge and enjoy. See you in the next book.